Hey guys, and welcome into a bonus show, Getting Wild with Terry, free NHL picks. Looking over today's slate, last night I was thinking about doing a show this morning and decided that I would do one. This is my favorite slate of the year. I love every single game except one. So a ton of picks I'm about to give out here. We're not doing the best bet segment because this is kind of a bonus show. So it'll be quicker than usual as well. I just want to get through this slate. We will jump right into it here with this first game, starting in a little bit less than an hour here. We have the Detroit Red Wings plus 155 to plus 175. New York Islanders minus 182 to minus 210. I see sixes. I see 5.5s. When it comes to this one, Detroit seems to be, what's the word I'm looking for? They seem to have kind of got some of their fans' hopes up with a very hot run, but that seems to be over now. Detroit seems to be selling for the rest at the trade deadline, and I don't really expect Detroit to make much noise. The Islanders fighting for their playoff spot. This is a huge game. The Islanders have won their last 6 at home against Detroit, so it's been a good spot. 6 of the last 8 meetings between these teams in New York went over 6.5. So we do normally see very high scoring games when these teams face each other. However, both teams have been going under 5.5 lately, so it's kind of I'm not quite sure with the total. As of late, the teams have been going under, but when these teams face each other in the past, it's very heavy to the over. So no real opinion on the total for me. When it comes to the side, I do think the Islanders win it. Obviously, minus 200, you have to put that in a parlay. And then when it comes to player props, there's basically one guy you can rely on right now, and it's Brock Nelson for the Islanders. He has a point in 16 of his last 18 games. So again, that's very juicy. You have to use it as a parlay piece. So that's it for me in this game. Islanders money line and Brock Nelson to get a point. Both parlay pieces, nothing a single today. Hey, Terry, lots of great games today. Yeah, that's why I decided to do a bonus show because I absolutely love everything. So thought I'd break it down. What's up, Terry? I smashed the like. Thanks, Richie. Best bet today? No best bet today. It's just a bonus show, and it wouldn't be fair to the people that are used to the normal show Monday to Friday. And I'm just, no best bet today. We're going to go through this great slate. Come on, Terry. Good morning. Yes. Good morning, Nick. Good morning. But yes, I do like the Islanders and I like Brock Nelson to get a point. In the next game, it starts in a little bit less than under an hour here. We have Tampa Bay Lightning minus 154. Minus 154 to minus 175. Buffalo plus 130 to plus 140 home dogs. I see 7s. I see 6.5s in this one. Things have really moved up here. I got the over 6.5 at minus 130. The last 3 meetings between the teams this year have gone over 7.5. Tampa Bay 2-3-3 in their last 8, so not really doing the best right now. Tampa Bay, they're kind of in a bit of a slide here, but they've gone over in 5 of 7. Buffalo have won 5 of their last 8. They've gone over in 6 of their last 8 games. So both these teams going over. 7 of the last 9 meetings between the teams have gone over 6.5. Tampa Bay is 8-1-1 in those meetings. I don't really have too much of opinion on the side here. I don't want to back Tampa Bay as a big favorite with the way they're playing right now. I just don't. I don't want to back them. When it comes to Buffalo, getting Rasmus Dahlin back in the lineup is going to help them enormously for this game. It also helps the over, and that's why the over is now 7s or 6.5 at minus 140. If you're looking at it now, I take the over 7 at plus money. If it's a push, it's a push, but minus 145 for the 6.5 is out of my price range. But I like goals in this game. When it comes to player props, Tage Thompson, anytime goal. I'm on that, of course. And Braden Point, anytime goal. He has a goal in 6 straight games. Kind of like Dawson Mercer yesterday. When these players are scoring every game, it's an auto bet for me. You just keep riding them. Plus 118 for Point to score. Plus 128 for Thompson to score. Cool. Thanks for the bonus show. Hey, no problem. I love this slate. Bolts -1. Sorry, Tim. All right. Take Buffalo out. Today is the trash day. Oh, whoa. Hey, Terry. Hey, Melissa. I'm expecting Buffalo to fall off. Can we make sure Nick is off the Wild today? And he's on the Wild. But he was on the Wild. He was on the Wild against Vancouver, and they did win. So Terry's going to remove that wrench from your name. Yeah. No more admin for Nick. But I think I went over everything in this game. I am looking at Jack Quinn to get a point, obviously on top of the top line with Thompson, although he wasn't available to get a point. No, see, it's either goal or assist or power play point. Only one book has the assist, and that's Bet99. They took him off for a point, which kind of sucks. So nothing for Jack Quinn at this moment. One of the games of the day, I think here, we have the New York Rangers and the Boston Bruins. New York plus 140 to plus 165. Boston Bruins -161 to -188 or -195. Home favorites. Sixes, I see 1.5.5 available in this one. For me here, the Rangers, yes, they got Patrick Kane, and they're going to be a very good team. They're going to be a very high-scoring team going down the stretch. However, this is one spot where I can't back the Rangers. I know they're a huge dog here, and it's very appealing to look at them. But Boston, if you fade Boston and you win, congrats, because you were very lucky. This team does not lose games very often. They've won the last 3 meetings against the Rangers. They covered the puck line in all 3 games. None of the 3 games were close between these teams. Rangers 2-4-1 in their last 7 games. They've gone over 6.5 in 3 of their last 4. Boston, 9 wins in a row. They've gone over 6.5 in 5 of their last 9. I would be looking at the over 6 here. The issue is that if Allmark is playing, it's very difficult for me to take an over with Allmark in net. So nothing with the total. I like Boston regulation. I like Boston on the puck line. I like Pavel Zacha to score, which is plus 330. He has goals in 3 straight games. I like Artemi Panarin to get an assist. 10 of his last 13 games, he has an assist. That's plus 112 for him to get an assist because they are facing Boston. And I also like Vincent Trocheck to get a point at minus 106. So one Boston prop, couple Rangers props, and I like the Bruins here. I do like Patrice Bergeron to get a point, which he's done in 6 of his last 8 games. However, that's a parlay piece as well. It's just too pricey to bet single. Under 6, lean Bruins -1. All right. Rangers going to go 0-2 with Kane. Yes, but it's a very small. They're facing Ottawa, who's really hot right now, and then the best team in the league. So it'll be nice to see what the Rangers do against teams like Columbus or Anaheim, or if they face anybody like that. Rangers look too easy as a big dog today. 3-1, 4-1 Boston. Yeah, I agree. It's not that they look easy. It's really attractive. For people that are kind of just looking at the odds and seeing this Rangers team that made all these trades at this big plus money, I think it could be a trap. I'm not one that says traps, but it could be a trap. Bet Online has Quinn Point at plus 110. Well, there you go. If you have access to Bet Online, I do like that. He has a point in 4 of his last 6 games. He's still in the top line. Jordan Greenway won't be making his debut in the lineup due to issues traveling. So I do like Quinn to get a point if you can bet it. Moving on to the next game. Can both teams just lose in regulation? No, unfortunately not. We have the Colorado Avalanche minus 110 or minus 109 to minus 115. Dallas Stars minus 105 to plus 100. Sixes, I see a couple 5.5s available in this one. Colorado 6-1 in their last 7 games. They are playing great hockey. Off a loss to the Devils, which was a big part of my capping here. Colorado's already beat Dallas twice this year, 3-2 and 4-1. 5 of the last 5 meetings between these teams have gone under 5.5. So we have seen very low scoring games. I'm not going to jump on the total here. And with Colorado being involved in that extremely high scoring game against New Jersey, I really do think the under could be a good look. I haven't pulled the trigger on it, but I think it could be a good look. I like Colorado here. They are the hotter team right now. Yes, they lost to the Devils, but that just makes me like them more to bounce back here. Nathan McKinnon has a goal in 8 of his last 9 games, and I'm on that for plus 110. Mikko Rantanen has a goal in 6 games in a row. I am on that for plus 128. And Valerie Nichushkin has a point in 6 straight games. I am on him for minus 125 to get a point. Didn't really look at the Dallas props too much. Dallas 3-3-3 in their last 9. Yes, they've won a few games in a row, but they've been against weak opponents. If Dallas wants to kind of get back, this would be a huge game for them to win if they can win this one. But sadly, I think the Avalanche win this game. Angry face. Yes, I know, Richie. I know. I wish. I know. I wish both teams could lose, which doesn't make you any happier. But pass, go, Avs, go. Yes. This guy. Avs should smash. Draw. Yeah, potentially a draw. Hinson, Ben, anytime goal. Yeah, you've been cashing on those guys. Dadonov assist and shots on goal. All right. Ben's 1,000th game, right? Is it? That's pretty big, if it is. But moving on to, so that's it for the kind of afternoon slate. Moving on to kind of the night games here, we have the Pittsburgh Penguins and Florida Panthers. Pittsburgh plus 105 to plus 116. Florida minus 125 to minus 135. 6.5s. I do see 1-7 at Pinnacle in this one. And this is kind of a tale of two teams right now. Pittsburgh has won 4 games in a row. A lot of Pittsburgh fans, I'm not pointing fingers at Melissa because it's not exactly her, but there are Pittsburgh fans that kind of said the roof is falling, but Pittsburgh seems to, in their last 4 games at least, have turned things around here. 4-1-1 in the last 6 meetings against Florida. Florida's been alternating wins and losses for 9 straight games. So they are off a loss. So this would be a spot for them to bounce back. And they very well may bounce back. But I don't know. This Pittsburgh team, this is a very big game, obviously, for both teams in the playoff race. But getting Pittsburgh at plus money here when they've been playing so well, that's what I took here. The Penguins also have Crosby to get an assist at minus 112. He's done that in 14 of his last 19 games. Jason Zucker, anytime goal, plus 260. He has goals in 3 games in a row. And then I will be looking at Eetu Luostarinen to get a point for Florida. Again, that wasn't available when I was looking earlier. And it's still not available. I don't know if it will be because I believe Florida is getting Barkov and maybe Sam Bennett back in the lineup, so I don't think E2 will be available to get a point in this one. So basically Zucker and Crosby and the Penguins for me in this one. Oh, like 4 games ago. He already passed it. Okay. Oh, the celebration. Oh, okay. Okay. Florida Panthers minus 124. Sorry, Mel. All right. Nick donating. We'll see. Pens money line. I'll stay with them until they lose. Yeah. They've looked really good. I tend to do well in plays people call donations. I was told Senators money line versus New York Rangers was donation. No, what you were told. Well, yeah, maybe I said that at the brief moment before I actually capped the game. But once I capped the game, I told you the play was the over in that game, which cashed much sooner than the Senators money line. And Senators money line was in doubt. I'd rather have Florida in the playoffs than the boring Isles. Yes, 100% agree. No one wants the Islanders in the playoffs. Nick is going to say that's because he thinks that everyone thinks that they're so scared about the Islanders, but that's not it. We're not scared. They're just boring to watch. Drew O'Connor, anytime goal. Ooh, did not even look at him. Has he been hot lately? We'll see. All right, Melissa obviously knows a pen, so she is bringing him up. Let's see what he is. Whoa, plus 720, plus 475. Also, this is why you shop lines with goal scoring props if you're able to, of course, because you can see if you go to BetMGM or DraftKings, one of my 2 main books, plus 475, but it's plus 720 at FanDuel for the exact same bet. So that is crazy. Very nice, Melissa. He's on the 4th line, but he's been hot lately. All right. Hey, tons of value on a plus 720 goal scorer props. Best of luck. Looking at this game here, pass, but I'll announce the odds. Washington minus 137 to minus 150. San Jose plus 115 to plus 126. Sixes, couple 6.5s in this game. I love the slate. A lot of games I love on today's slate. This one was an automatic pass. I'm not going to bet every game. There's no reason to force plays. And this game, Washington should win this game, but I'm not backing them. So this game is a pass. The kids have been playing well. Yes. Days like yesterday confirm I shouldn't have quit my day job. Hello. Oh, no. I'm sorry, Ziegler. Yeah, for me, yesterday was great except for the Devils. Had the Devils won, it would have been a phenomenal night. But unfortunately, they didn't lose. Or they lost in the shootout. Sharks plus 122, team total over 2.5 and over 6. I really like this game. Well. Sharks do well in day games, but poor on Saturday, so pass. Maybe Tom Wilson point. Yeah, he didn't get traded. There were rumors of him getting traded, but he did not get traded. Nick, why do you like the Sharks so much? If you want to feel like typing it out, and I'm just interested because that was a quick, easy game that I passed. So moving on to the next one, quick revenge game, possibly. Edmonton minus 132 to minus 140. Winnipeg plus 110 to plus 125. Sevens, 1.6.5. So mostly sevens in this one. Edmonton took it to Winnipeg yesterday. Winnipeg tried to come back, but was unsuccessful. Edmonton 3-1 in the last 4 meetings, 4-2 in their last 6. Winnipeg Jets 1-6-1 in their last 8. What happened to this Winnipeg Jets team? I'm not going to say that I knew this was going to happen or anything, but Winnipeg, I feel, overplayed. I didn't have expectations for this team to make the playoffs in the preseason. This team looked very good through most of the year, but really they shouldn't have looked so good. And now they're falling drastically. And I'm not saying that they should be a really bad team or anything, but I can see this Winnipeg team possibly missing the playoffs. Of course, Calgary or Nashville would have to get hot, but Winnipeg is not playing well right now. Yes, they're a home dog. Yes, these teams just faced each other yesterday, so it should be a good bounce back spot for Winnipeg, but with how they've been playing, with how this Edmonton offense has been lately. Give me Edmonton in regulation, plus 120. Give me Leon Draisaitl anytime goal, plus 112. He has a goal in 8 of his last 10 games. And also Kailer Yamamoto, plus 300 anytime goal. He has really heated up lately on a line with Nugent Hopkins and Leon Draisaitl. So I like him to score again tonight in this one. Dun, 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 dun. Do a sexy player point parlay with Sid and Tom. That's for you, Melissa. That's for you. It's a line play for me. I projected it as a pick 'em. Interesting. Sharks at home, though, they suck at home so bad. I like Payne. So you're going back to Winnipeg Jets plus 120. All right. Best of luck. And by best of luck, I mean I hope you lose. Jets had some serious issues. It is all part of their coaching. Yeah. Hey, Nathan used to say how bad I always forget his name. But how bad Winnipeg's coach is, and we're seeing it. Edmonton is not slowing down. Yeah, I have to see it first. Draisaitl and Nugent Hopkins again. Yeah, I have Draisaitl to be looking for a Nugent Hopkins, possibly in a player point parlay, which I will do. Yes, Rick Bonus. How can I forget? I just forget about him. I don't know why. But yeah, Nugent Hopkins is also a good look. I'll be looking for my parlay piece, and I'll be starting on my parlays the moment the show is done. So we will continue this game to one of Rick Bonehead. Yeah. One of my favorite games of the night here. We have the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Ottawa Senators. Columbus plus 213 to plus 247. Ottawa minus 263 to minus 310. 6.5 right across the board in this one. I am the type of bettor that bets when a player's hot, when he is scoring, I'm going to bet his goal prop. When a team is winning and they are scoring a ton of goals, I'm going to back that team. Ottawa, their last 4 games, 5-2, 6-1, 6-2, and 5-2 wins. All 4 games, 3 or more goals. They won by. All 3 games, or all 4 games went over the total. Give me Ottawa minus 1.5. Give me the over 6.5 in this game. Give me Tim Stützle anytime goal, up plus 158, which he's done in 3 straight games. Give me Claude Giroux anytime goal at plus 192, which he's done in 3 straight games. Give me Claude Giroux over half an assist, which he has done in 4 straight games. So I'm doubling up on Mr. Giroux. He has 7 assists in his last 4 games. So give me that. And give me Alex DeBrincat an assist, which he's done in 4 straight games, plus 112. So there's 4 props. Ottawa by 2, the over 6.5. Go Sens go. Beat up this Columbus team tonight. Will we see Hutchinson and net? Will we see Merzlikins on a back-to-back? That is to be determined. But this Ottawa team right now, this is a bad spot for Columbus. I'd be looking at Ottawa minus 2.5 as well, if you wanted to get really crazy. I love this game. Until it's Sevens in Columbus game, over 6.5. I agree. Stützle, Kachuk, Batherson, DeBrincat, Giroux, anytime goal. Yes. I stayed off Kachuk and Batherson, looking at DeBrincat for an assist, but Stützle and especially Giroux, it's just go crazy. The Wild isn't your favorite game of the night. The Wild is the favorite game that I'm going to be watching, but when it comes to a betting perspective, no, definitely not. It's probably this one. But I love all the games on today's slate. Who is starting in net for Columbus? It will be Michael Hutchinson, or it could be Tarasov if they call him up. We'll see. Beat them up. Yes. Beat them up. Beat them up. We'll move on to this next one, which is really interesting, this game. We have the Toronto Maple Leafs minus 200 to minus 226. Vancouver Canucks plus 163 to plus 188. 6.5 right across the board in this one. Vancouver has dominated. This is a very home series, these teams. And it's been that way for quite a few years now, Toronto and Vancouver. When they play in Toronto, Toronto wins. When they play in Vancouver, Vancouver wins. Vancouver 8-1 in the last 9 meetings at home against Toronto. But I can't back the Canucks. I can't do it. Not against this Toronto team. So this game's a pass for me. I honestly have not gotten involved in anything. Don't have anything written down for player props either at the moment. This game is currently a pass for me. But it is weird seeing Toronto playing in Vancouver at 7. That's that would normally be a 10 p.m. game. But I guess Minnesota and Calgary, I don't know. They're playing that game instead. But it's weird seeing a Vancouver game at 7. So that makes this even weirder. And another reason why I don't want to take the Canucks, because that is a weird time. They usually play at 10 p.m. Eastern. So I don't like that now that I'm noticing that. This is a game Leafs lose. Yes. It's a division, an opponent, a building that they don't like to go to. That's for sure. Canucks. Very possible. Pass. That's what I'm doing right now, so I can't blame you. If Canucks win, this war is over. Yes, I've seen some people on the over here, and I could see that. With Matt Murray coming back and Leafs back in net for the Leafs, that's another reason why I don't want to back the Leafs. Is what are we going to get from him? I don't know. Why I don't want to take the over? What if because he does when he plays, when he doesn't get injured, for the most part, he plays really well. So this game is just a pass for me right now. A lot of other better games on the board, but not this one. This is not another better game on the board. Nashville Predators -222 to -243. Chicago Blackhawks +175 to +210. Sixes right across the board. There's only one thing I'm getting involved in this game with. It is a parlay piece, and that is Roman Josi to get a point. Basically, that is the only player or bet that I trust in this game. Roman Josi to get a point. He has an assist in 6 of his last 7 games. He has a point in 12 of his last 14. If Nashville's putting up any offense, which they definitely should against this Chicago AHL team, because it is definitely an AHL team, Roman Josi will get a point at some time. So that is what I'm looking at. Otherwise, not so much. I wanted Nashville, but -210. Yeah, pass. Yeah. When a team's selling, it's hard to take them at -200. But Nashville's been winning. They haven't rollen over and died. So to anyone on Nashville, you should win. Moving on to the game that I will be watching later tonight. I will not be watching the LA and who are they facing now? St. Louis and LA. I won't be watching that game. Minnesota +125 to +136. Calgary -142 to -163. 5.5s right across the board in this one. Should the Calgary Flames be -150 right now against a team that is 7-0-1 in their last 8 games? No, Minnesota's not covering the puck line. No, Minnesota's not winning in regulation most nights. No, Minnesota's not scoring basically any goals, but they're winning games, and that's what matters. The Wild have found a formula of defense first, and then pass it to Kirill, and that formula is working. They are winning games. 7-1 their last 8. 7 of their last 8 games have gone under 5.5. Calgary 2-4-3 in their last 9, so 2 wins in their last 9 games, finding ways to lose games. They've gone over 6.5 in 6 of their last 9, though, so they have been a much heavier over team. Minnesota has not played well against Calgary the last few years, and those games do tend to go over. So Calgary usually wins, and it goes over, but Minnesota is playing the same defensive game, the same style against every opponent they're facing, other than that Nashville game where it went over with seconds left. Games have stayed under. Give me the under 5.5 and give me the Wild money line at this big plus price on the road. The Wild are playing well right now. Also, give me Kaprizov anytime goal, plus 145. I do not think that's priced correctly at plus 145. I think it should be much closer to the plus 110 that we have with other players like Draisaitl. No, I'm not comparing Kaprizov to Draisaitl, but that's for another time. But they're both scoring a lot of goals right now. So Kaprizov anytime goal under 5.5 and Wild money line plus money. Brian Elliott versus Eric Comrie confirmed. Well, maybe that's why the over is now a 7. I love it. Wild money line. Yes, I like it. Probably a 2-1 game. Minnesota said, hold my beer when people called the Islanders boring. No, not correct whatsoever. You think it goes to a shootout? Probably does, which makes me want to throw up just thinking about it. 3-2 Flames. Wow, Richie. Wow. Hey, it's possible. The Flames have owned the Wild over the last few years. I just don't like what I've seen. Obviously, I'm a Wild fan, but I don't like what I've seen from Calgary. They're finding ways to lose games. Minnesota is finding ways to win games. They're just finding ways to win. So we will see what happens in this game. And we'll go to the final game of the night. As I said earlier, no best bet segment today. That'll be back Monday. So just a bonus show because of all the bets that I like today. But in this one here, St. Louis, LA, St. Louis plus 163 to plus 180. Road dogs. LA minus 196 to minus 222. Home favorites, 6.5 right across the board here. It's LA puck line for me in this one. St. Louis, obviously, we know what they've done. Sold off a lot of their veteran offensive players. And now they're heading to this LA team that made a good trade. Adding a good defenseman and adding a goaltender that is better than Jonathan Quick. 2 great additions for this LA team. And I'm probably going to be backing them quite a bit going forward in the rest of the regular season here. And it starts tonight. I like them on the puck line here against this Blues team. Potentially 4-1 type of game. Not sure who's going to be in net. I don't know if they throw Korpisalo out here tonight, but basically with how this Blues team has been playing, this would be a pretty good first game for him at home against the Blues. So we'll see what happens, but I like the Blues. I like the Blues. I like the Kings on the puck line on this one for me. It's too easy to say the Wild win. Whoa, no. They're an underdog. So, but that's because the books love the Flames for whatever reason, but I don't know if it's too easy. For sure, watching this game at 10:30 over the other one. There you go. Kings -1 and over 6. Blues, Melissa. I don't know about that. King me. Yes, Richie. You are now kinged. You are the king. Kopitar, Arvidsson, Velarde, anytime goal. I like it. And that is today's show. Bonus show. After going through today's slate, and I just love it so much, I thought I have to do a show. So half-hour show going through every game on the board. Best bets will be back on Monday. Show will be back on Monday. Will I do a show tomorrow? Stay tuned, I guess. Hit the bell to get notified when videos go live and stuff. And hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hit the like button if you enjoy the content. I appreciate all the support. Best of luck on whatever game you're betting or whatever games you're betting on today on this huge NHL slate. Let's all make some money, and we'll see you again probably Monday for another episode of Getting Wild with Terry, free NHL picks. Didn't you have a parlay? No, I don't have one ready. I'm going to be doing them after the show. But this did cash yesterday. So like I said, yesterday was a great bet, a great day. Unfortunately, my best bet lost with the Devils. But this plus 877 parlay did cash. Burns got like 3 points. McCann scored very quickly, and then McCann scored, and then Mercer scored in the first period. So that was a great cash. Don't have any for today. That's what I'm doing after the show. But I wanted to get the show in. So thanks, Terry. No problem, Melissa. thanks for the show. Good luck, everyone. To you too, Crystal. No problem. Great show. Thanks, Richie. Best of luck. That sexy point parlay would have been my best bet. Well, there you go. There you go. Mercer plus, yes. Spoiler alert. I think the Devils played. I think the Devils play a really bad opponent tomorrow too. Yes, in case I don't do a show tomorrow, bet Dawson Mercer to score in his 9th straight game. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I think they're playing a really bad opponent tomorrow, if I remember correctly. So go right back to Dawson Mercer. Most likely I'll do a quick show tomorrow, or I'll film it tonight and then put it up tomorrow. So I'll try to do something. But best of luck to everybody today. Let's all make some money. We'll see you again for other episodes. Getting Well with Terry, free NHL picks. Best of luck, guys.